Well, good afternoon, and it is a hot Friday, correct?
Definitely.
You're kind of creeping in the shade there. My name is Britton,
My name is Cynthia.
and today we're wearing masks because we're close within 6 feet, and we're doing that just to pretend we care about each other's health and safety, correct?
Right.
So today we're going to be talking about safety violation rules. Safety violation rules, what are they? What do they mean? All right, so Cynthia, what have you got in your hands?
A pair of scissors.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to go back into the office. I want you to run around with the scissors in your hand and then come back in about 3 minutes, okay?
Okay.
All right, see you. Whew, all right, good. So let's talk about safety rule violations. In workers' compensation, it doesn't matter whether or not you are at fault for your work injury. Fault doesn't enter into it. So a lot of times my clients get very excited about, hey, my employer was at fault. This is what they did. They had no business doing blah, blah, blah. And I have to kind of say to them, okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they were negligent or that. Similarly, though, it doesn't matter whether or not the employee was negligent, okay? So sometimes, though, employers or carriers will say, hey, the injury was your fault and we're reducing your benefits. And if that happens, time out, that's not appropriate, that's not the law, and you can fight it. And the term that they'll use is, well, there was a safety rule violation. And they'll say, we had this rule and you didn't follow it. We see this a lot, for example, with drivers who are driving on the job. They get into an accident and then there's a claim that the injured worker wasn't using their seatbelt, and the insurance company will say, we're giving you half of your benefits because you weren't using a seatbelt. That's a safety rule violation, etc. It is, if it happens, you need to contact an attorney right away, because it is not as simple as what the insurance company just said. There's got to be a lot of things. In general, an employer, carrier, they have the burden to prove 5 things. They have the burden to prove, number 1, that the employer adopted the safety rule. Okay, and that's number 1. It's not going to be something that they adopted after the fact. They have to show that they adopted the safety rule. Number 2, they have to show that they communicated it to the employee and that it was brought home, to the employee, that they really communicated it. Oftentimes I'll see, well, here's a document of 85 pages with 320 rules that your client signed 3 years ago. That's proof that we communicated it to them. No, that's not good enough. Number 3, they have to show that they enforce the rule. Did you get injured?
Almost.
You almost got injured?
Almost.
Okay, if you'd gotten injured, I would have cut your benefits 50%.
Oh, Lord.
I know. But, so back on with the mask. Okay, so they have to show they adopted it, they communicated it, they have to show that they enforced it, so that if, for example, if she did get hurt and I wanted to cut her benefits for 50%, she'd say, hey, I only did it because he told me. He wasn't enforcing the rule, okay? Number 4, they've got to show that the accident happened, the injury occurred because of the safety rule violation. You weren't wearing your seatbelt and your car got hit by a train, and no matter what, you were going to get injured. It doesn't apply. They can't reduce your benefits. And number 5, they've got to show not that you violated the safety rule, but that you did it willfully, with intention. That's very hard to prove. Bottom line is, if you or a family member have been injured on the job, what should they call? Who should they call?
Kaplan Morrell.
And our telephone number is, come on, you've been on the job how long?
Only 4 weeks.
Right, well, you should know your employer's phone number.
I only know the last 4 and the
What's
first
the last
3.
4 and the last 3?
The first 3 are 970 and the last 4 are 9898.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you, we're about to do this video in Spanish, so if you don't know, you call 970-356-9898. As always, we give free consultations, and we will be happy to talk with you. Thank you for spending part of your Friday afternoon with us. Bye.